Hello, thank you for calling the Tilton. This is Liz. How may I assist you today? Hey Liz, this is Natalia from the Marsupial, and you will not believe what just happened over here. Oh, hey girl, I have a great story for you too. Oh yes, well let me tell you what just happened, okay? So today we have a wedding on property, and the bride apparently wanted to save a little bit of money, understandably, so she asked her friend to be the photographer. Okay, fair. Well, the wedding time is getting closer and closer, and guess what? What? It couldn't find her anywhere. She'd been there earlier this morning, but as we got closer to ceremony time, she was completely MIA. So the wedding party told some of the hotel staff who went looking for her, and they found her passed out in a meeting room in a pool of her own what? What? Yep, so we had to call 911 because she was completely unresponsive and passed out in that pool of what? And so she was whisked away to the hospital. Oh, she got that sloshed before the wedding? And now the wedding ceremony is happening with no photographer. Oh, that poor bride, but that's why you hire professionals, not friends who just happen to have cameras. That's what I'm saying. Speaking of professionals, want to hear my story? Yes, of course. Okay, so this story actually comes from the night auditor, all right? Last night, she got a distress call from a room, and it was this guy who had been tied up to his bed. And he said that his keys were missing, his phone was missing, his wallet, passport, everything was gone out of his room. What? That's crazy. Yeah, and security goes up there and they find out that he had hired a couple professional ladies to come entertain him in his room that night, and they had tied him up and stolen everything. And get this. What? He has a wife and he was here on a business trip. So he had to call his boss and explain that he had lost his passport, his phone, everything. What? Oh my God, that's so embarrassing. I know, can you believe? Well, after working in hotels, I can believe just about anything. Seriously. No, what are we gonna do with it? Like, I don't understand why that, oh. Hi, thank you for calling the Tilton. This is Liz. How may I assist you today? Hey Liz, it's your girl, and I have just the weirdest, wildest story for you. Hey girl, it's Natalia. Yeah, we got something really weird we're trying to figure out over here too. Like, we don't really know what to do about it. Wait, what are you guys trying to figure out? So housekeeping went to a room to clean it today, and someone left behind a whole prosthetic leg. Aren't those really expensive? Yeah. And isn't that like really important for getting around? Yeah, you'd think, but they just left it behind, and we've called the phone number on file, we've emailed them. They haven't gotten back to us, so we're just trying to figure out what to do with it. Like, we don't know where to store it. Housekeeping doesn't know where to store it. We don't want to damage it or lose it, but it's just this whole prosthetic leg. What the? Yeah, no, I wouldn't have the first clue. Oh my gosh. Well, speaking of things being left behind in hotel rooms. Oh no way, what was it? Okay, let me give you some background first. So this lady came and she stayed with us for a few days, and like everything was normal. She was fine, a bit eccentric, but like whatever. And she checked out yesterday morning. Yesterday evening, she calls and she tells the front desk agent that she left a marsupial in the room. Wait, what, like a possum? Yeah, I think so, probably. But here's the thing. Housekeeping had already been to the room and cleaned it without coming across this little marsupial, and someone had already been checked into the room. Oh, but it gets worse. The front desk agent she talked to didn't know that a marsupial is an animal, so she told the lady that we'd look for it, hung up, called housekeeping, asked if they found anything in the room, and of course they said no, so she just forgot about it. And those people had no clue that they were staying in a room with a tiny exotic animal. And thankfully she did tell the night auditor, who knew what a marsupial was, got the people out of the room, and contacted our manager to see what to do next. Oh my God. Did you guys end up finding it? Yeah, when my manager got in this morning, she called animal control, but while we were waiting for them to get here, she went into the room with some water and food for the poor thing, and it just came out of hiding, crawled up her pant leg, and settled itself into her blouse. Apparently it was really cute, but we got it contained and handed over to animal control, but can you believe it? What in the world? You just can't make this stuff up. Hi, thank you for calling the Tilton. This is Liz. Bestie, what is wrong with people? Oh girl, I was about to ask you the same thing. So we have this couple who've been staying with us and they're a little bit shady and they've been doing that thing where they extend their stay on like a nightly basis. Yeah, okay. Well, last night they called down, they asked for another extension, and whoever was working the desk at the time said sure before running the credit card. And then of course we get in this morning and and let me guess, the card declined. You know it, so of course we sent a note to their room asking for them to please bring down a valid form of payment, and they leave without paying. Yep, saw that one coming. But here's the thing, we thought they left. No, turns out they went and locked themselves in the lobby bathroom. What? Yep, and we had to call the police to come and get them out. But how do you skimp out on the bill and then still stay on property? Like, what? Wow, that was ballsy. Yeah, definitely. Speaking of, oh boy, what happened? Okay, so we had this really big group come and make a contract with our hotel to rent out like most of our rooms, most of our event space and everything, right? Huge contract, lots and lots of money coming into the hotel. Well, shortly before they came in, the organizers called us and asked to prepay for all damages. Wait, hold on. They said they wanted to prepay for, oh, you heard that right. They want to prepay for all the damages that their attendees were inevitably going to inflict on our hotel. You guys canceled the contract, right? You'd think so, but the powers that be just said, okay, and took the money, and the group stayed with us, and they've left earlier this morning, and then housekeeping went and inspected the rooms, and girl. Oh, how bad was it? Holes in the wall, bed frames broken, carpets ripped up. There were several toilets stolen out of the rooms. What? They stole the what? Want to know the crazier part? The hotel went back to the organizers and said, hey, the money that you prepaid us for damages isn't enough to cover the damages. And the organizers just said, okay, we'll cut you another check without complaint. They just wrote up another several $1,000 check for damages. Just, how do people this crazy exist? Girl, I don't know.